No. Listen to me first, Jackson, will you? I already did. No. I emphasized the word this time because somehow her sense of comprehension has gone down within 8 hours, or she absolutely doesn't give a crap about her only child going against her for the first time in 19 years. Why? Give me one good reason. I appreciate the confidence in her raspy voice. 1, she is a weird person which really creeps me out. 2, she has a bad attitude. 3, she is aggressive. 4, she doesn't care about what others might feel because of her stupid pranks. 5, she never once apologized for the pranks she pulled on me or the rumors she spread throughout the school. 6, she is an alcoholic and a drug addict. 7, she has spent more nights behind the bars than in her actual room. 8, she is Satan. 9. Okay, stop. She rushed. I get it, you don't like her. I hate her. But she isn't that bad, and you should not assume that she is an alcoholic or a drug addict because we haven't seen or talked to her in 5 years. And come on, she didn't do anything to you that the Satan would do, she mumbled with an exaggerated sigh. Every fucking day was torture in school. Everyone used to laugh at my face saying I was stupid and weak. I had no friends because she threatened them to not talk to me. For 4 years I stayed alone in school with every student talking shit to my face. She made everything miserable for me, and that's exactly what Satan does. Make life miserable to live. Mom would never understand my hatred because in her eyes she is the same little girl who used to be She was your best friend. Yes, Mom, she was. She stopped being my best friend after we had turned 10. I clenched my jaw to stop the pain in my chest. There must be something you still like about her. There must be something good in her, she said, purposely ignoring the pain in my voice. I didn't say anything for a few seconds, no, not because I was trying to think if there was anything good in her. I know there was nothing, but I was trying to understand why my mother is so hell-bent on letting her stay in our house after the torture that girl forced me to walk through, and I literally just said how miserable she made my life. How can she ask me to find good in the person who has never been good to anyone but herself? Something must be wrong with my mother to even consider that Satan is not a bad person. There are always reasons to call someone Satan, and if there weren't, won't the real one feel offended that humans are misusing his great evil name and come down to hunt them? The entire grade school called her Satan, and we were just 10. No 10-year-old should know who Satan is, but they did because she was there, right in front of them, I exclaimed. You really talk a lot of nonsense. How do you get through your day with customers? I should have never smoked cigarettes when you were inside me. They affected your brain. I'm sorry, baby. Okay. Her sarcastically sympathetic tone was affecting my brain now. I think those cigarettes affected her brain more than her lungs or my brain. I bet she has one between her fingers right now, that's why she isn't thinking straight. Or, Mom, it's too early to drink or get high, I said, massaging my temples. I can't go through this shit again. If she is drunk in the middle of the day again, I'm cutting beer supplies to our place. But who am I kidding? She'll get her stock one way or another. I'm not drunk, you jackass. I'm completely sober. Her voice was filled with rage, but steady, though I doubt she is sober. She is never completely sober. There is inevitably some amount of alcohol or weed present in her veins, if not too much. Every morning, the first thing she does is make a joint, even before opening her eyes completely. She has more skills and knows many different ways to roll up a joint than Mike, who is known as the joint dude in our college. That's a really lame name if you ask me. I mean, seriously, the joint dude? Even the word itself must be crying of the lameness. But seriously, that guy is the joint dude. He can get you stuck behind the bars in the presence of the sheriff without anyone knowing. How? Still a mystery, though one person can beat him to his game. Josephine Joe Walker, my mother, whose ancestor I think was Pablo Escobar, though we have zero connections with Colombia. Every so often I think Mike buys a stock and learns all those tricks from my mother when I'm not present. Because I know my mother and she is capable of anything, even if it means selling or buying drugs. Are you? I was running out of patience with her. Yes, I'm. You don't have to be a judgmental ass and assume that I'm high or drunk in the middle of the day. Hurt was evident in her voice, but I couldn't bring myself to care. She has never given me a reason to not judge her. The way she lives, the things she does, is not the way a mother would want for her. Child to see, but she doesn't care. She is not a bad mother, but she is not a candidate for the Mother of the Year either. She is bearable, but that's not the topic. I don't want her near me. I don't even want her to step into this town. I never asked if you want her near you or not. She's going to come near you because you'll share your room with her. She said as if it was the most casual thing to do. Like eating a cheesecake. Sharing my room with Satan. Yeah, I'm sure it's like eating a cheesecake, just that instead of cream it would be covered with my blood, and Satan will devour it like a bloodthirsty demon. Mom, no, not in my room. As if her staying at our place is not enough that I have to share my room with her. No. I breathe hard and fast until my lungs start hurting. Fuck. No panic attack, please. It has been 4 years since the last one. I'm out of practice to handle one at the moment. I need to warm up and get in shape. First. God, I really talk nonsense. We have only 2 rooms. She can't sleep with me because I have guests some nights. She tried to put the last part as subtle as possible and continued, which will make her uncomfortable, so we have only your room left for her to crash. All of those times when you decided to go best friends with her mom, you two wouldn't leave each other's side, and she would stay at our place for days, and I had to share my room with her evil daughter, and always ways I would end up with splintered bones because of her and her absurd pranks, and she'll do it again. She'll do something terrible again to injure me physically and mentally. Mom, please. I'll go nuts if she'll stay in my room. The time I finished, I couldn't breathe because of saying everything in one breath, or maybe Satan terrified me. Who am kidding? There is no maybe. She did scare me to my bone in grade school, and clearly, after 5 years, her sadist charm still has its effect. I was lost in my thoughts that I didn't realize Mom didn't claim anything further. Satan's mom was my mom's best friend, and when I mention best friend, it means sister from another mister. And I mentioned her without noticing that her best friend was a sore subject to go to after she died in a car accident. What about the couch? She can sleep in the living room. We have a comfortable couch, though torn at places, but comfortable. I tried to withdraw her mind off with a poor attempt. No, you'll share your room. And what kind of man are you allowing a girl to take the couch while you sleep comfortably on your bed? Seriously, I did not raise you like that. She'll sleep in your room, and if you are not comfortable, you can take the couch. I sometimes don't comprehend how the hell am I her son. She is an affectionate mother in her twisted ways, but with her love comes the insanity. She doesn't even try to hide, and she is insanely in love with that Satan. This sounds so wrong, but you get what I mean. And I don't want her. I don't want her on my bed. Her on the same bed with me. I can see my future mornings. Either I'll hang myself or she'll kill me the first morning itself, both which ways I'll be dead to see other mornings, and Satan will take my bed forever, never leave my home, stay with Mom and corrupt her more. Why does it sound so vulgar? I have to alter her name from Satan to something else real quick. She is a walking sack of RDX. No one knows when the smallest spark will tick her off. I don't know why you want her to stay with us. She has her own house, her family. Why is she coming here? I know she could hear the edge in my voice. Oh, come on. Give that head of yours a little rest and stop panicking like a baby. She is not all those things you mentioned. She is, notorious, agreed, but not bad. And she is coming and staying with us under my roof. Got the point? Though her words were stern, slight discomfort was clear in her voice when she dodged the questions. Then why bother asking me if I was okay when you didn't give a fucking rat's ass? My voice was monotonous now. I knew I have no choice but to bend to her say, and even if I cry blood, she is not going to change her mind. I will see whatever happens. I was never asking you if you were okay. I was informing you that she is coming. You took it upon yourself to think that you have a say. Fine. Do whatever you want to do. College is over, and I have to reach the grill on time. I have to go. I was already mentally exhausted because it was the end of the week, and I still had a job to do. Stretching this argument further was useless. She is not going to listen, and my body will be found near the river later, if not soon. But I'm going to die, that's for sure. So, fuck it. Jackson, she called before I cut the call. Are you really that scared of her, or you just want to make yourself believe that you are, because you don't want to feel the hurt? Her voice was gentle. Bye, Mom. I fastened my eyes and ignored the crawling pain in my chest. Okay, bye. She cut the call. Deep breathe. Count backwards. Hold your breath and die. Just do something. Last option, given my current situation, felt so right that I almost wanted to do die. 5 fucking years of my life was peaceful, like sun on the face and wind in the hair, peaceful if it makes any sense. I was normal, my life was normal, and Mother was insane, always has been, but now more, though for me she was normal in her ways. And now suddenly she has to walk in our abnormally normal life to make it truly abnormal. Why, Holy Mother? Why? Are you okay? Alex asked from behind, placing her hand on my shoulder. Her brows rise and lips pulled in. I didn't realize she was standing beside my locker. No. Yes. I don't know. Fuck. My head is stuck in a loop of her nightmares. You're unsure means you are not okay. What happened? She asked with a gentle smile. My life isn't going to be mine anymore. I huffed. Alex's playful brown eyes went wide in shock, and her soft, ebony features were replaced with horror. No. Yes. Really? She said when she inspected my face for a trace of humor, but couldn't find it. I gave her a nod, took my backpack, and started walking out of the building because that is the only response I can give to her at the moment. She didn't say anything further as she walked beside me. It was too much for her to sink in the news, even though she was never Satan's target. It was always me, and only me. She won't bother anyone, but Alex has seen her in action, and that girl was capable of many things. I, Alex, and Satan went to same grade school until Alex's family shifted to Brookmount when she was 13, and me and my mother when I was 14. I didn't know her back in school, but she did, and so did the entire school because of Shit. I can't say her name. Wait for the next chapter.